How's it going, YouTube? I'm back once again for another deck profile. This time is one of my all-time favorite decks. It's my Synchrons. Deck I started playing the game with. Deck I keep on upgrading whenever new stuff comes out. So, let's go ahead and get started. Start off with my 3 quick draw Synchrons. He's the main tuner of the deck. Pitch a card to special him. You can really abuse all the rest of the cards in your deck with him, because if they go to the graveyard, I get tokens, or if I special summon a monster from the graveyard, I get another monster from hand. I'll explain more of that later on. After that, we have the 3 junk Synchrons. When he's summoned, you get a level 2 or lower monster from the graveyard. Its effects are negated, but that doesn't matter because as soon as it leaves the field, I get tokens. Not from him, but for other monsters that I bring back. 1 Dandy. This is one of the cards I benefit from when I pitch him with his quick draw. I get 2 tokens. Spell Striker. I'm going to try to bump him up to 2 because of how many spells I run in here. Banish a spell card, I special summon him. Double Doppel Warrior. If I special summon a monster from the graveyard, I special summon him from the hand. When I use him as a Synchro material monster, I get 2 tokens as well in attack mode. Double Synchron Explorer. When he's normal summon, I get a Synchron monster from my graveyard and special summon it. 1 Unknown Synchron. Special summon him a defense. When you control a monster, I don't. Triple Jet Synchron. Second main tutor of the deck. He's beautifully overpowered in here. I'm allowed to hit 2s a lot faster with him because I can just pitch a card to special summon him from the graveyard. One of the cards I'll pitch for him to get him back is Level Leader, because that's where I have him in the grave. He munches levels down, so synchros can be much more easier. And for finally the last monster in my deck, I run 1 Glow Ball. For spells, the search engine of the deck, triple tunings. I'm trying to find these on alties because I don't like the supers that much. So I might have to go online and buy them and just throw them in here for these. But add a Synchron tuner monster from my deck to my hand and send the top card of my deck to the graveyard. One of the main cards I want to go from the top of my deck to the graveyard would be Level Leader, or even still Jet Synchron, because I can just keep going with my plays. I run 1 Starlight Junction. It's an okay card. I'm just testing it out at 1. I might bump it up to 2 later on, depending on how powerful it becomes. Run Reinforcement Army to add Doppel Warrior, Junk Synchron from my deck to my hand. 1 Soul Charge. Ooh, I just spent the corner of it. 1 Soul Charge. We all know why. Double Dark Hole. 1 for 1. This card's really good in this deck as well. Foolish Burial. And because it's a new ban list and everything, Upstart Goblin I do have 1 of in here because it's at 1. It's that 1 card I just threw in here because I couldn't figure out a 40th card to put in yet. I might replace it with Regeki when I get another one. Anywho, triple MST for back row removal. For traps, I have Compulse, Bottomless, Torrential. Help me clear out the field if I need to. And if I get him to hand first turn, I get a good setup with it, Triple Royal Decree. Last I checked, this is at 40, which is where I like to keep my decks at. Extra deck wise, double formula. When he's synchro summoned, I get to draw a card, and during my opponent's turn, I could use him as a I can use his secondary effect and synchro summon during my opponent's turn. 1 Excel Synchron. Pitch a Synchron monster, lower him down either level 1, or I can increase his level by anything by the Synchron I send. TG Hyper Librarian. We all know what he does. 1 Jet Warrior. I believe it's send a card to the graveyard and special summon him. But if I synchro summon him, I can target 1 card my opponent controls or return it to the hand. which is really, really good when I'm trying to set up plays. And then finally, as my last level 5, is Junk Warrior, because he has to be in here. Level 6s, I have Joe Warrior and Junk Gardener. This is so I can have more diversity with Quick Draw. In case I run out of stuff real fast, I have more stuff to go into him with. Number 7 is Nitro Warrior. I run a shit ton of spells and traps in here, so his increase by 1,000 is really easy to manage. 1 Junk Destroyer, pops cards on the field. Stardust Dragon, I got him in Ghost Rare. I cannot believe I've actually found one. He's in there just because I can put him in there. Road Warrior. The newest guy I put in, he's actually really, really good. I like his effect. Stardust Chronicle Spark Dragon. It must be Synchro Summon. It can't be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can banish 1 Synchro monster from your graveyard. This card is unaffected by other card effects for the rest of this turn. If this card and its owner's possession is destroyed by opponent's card, by battle, or by card effect, you can target one of your banished Dragon-type Synchro monsters and special summon it. It's a 3,000 attacker, 2,500 defense. He's really, really good. I can hit him really easily. And my other level 10 is Shooting Star Dragon. Finally, Quasar. Just one. That's it for the Synchrons. Like I say in all my deck profiles, if you don't like a card I put into it, give a good argument about it. Don't go and talk down and say, hey, this deck's crap or anything, because I will just ignore it, or I'll just delete the comment in it anyway. And that's basically it. Thank you very much. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe.